Sharp Blakely, Comcast Sports, and to your right. Talk a little bit about just the start of this game. It seemed that from the jump, you guys were kind of fighting uphill against these guys. And just aside from LeBron James, what were some of the keys to them getting off to such a great start?
I think their energy level was by far higher than ours to start the game, and they set the tone to start on both ends of the court to start the game, and we just started playing catch up from there. I think we got to come out and play a little more harder and a little more aggressive on both ends of the court to start the game.
Bob Schron, the Citizen. I know you guys probably don't want to address it, but was there an emotional letdown after the Washington series and having to start this series one day later?
I don't think so. I mean, they were the better team tonight. They hit us first. They were more physical, like Jay said, on both ends of the floor, and that was the difference. And with a team like that, defending champions, you can't let them hit first. And it definitely will make sure it's different on game two.
Steve Belpet, Boston Herald. The combination of those guys coming out hard, LeBron, and then you guys missing a bunch of shots, open shots, how difficult was that combination really to overcome?
It was big. I mean, we got the shots we wanted on the offensive end. Almost all of the first half, we got what we wanted. We just couldn't capitalize on it. And I think that was a big reason why our defense was let down as well. It's tough to continue to keep playing hard even though we need to when you don't see shots fall. And we can't let that happen again. But I think that was a big reason why we had a letdown in that first half.
Back here, Gary Walsh from Boston Globe. Jay, primarily, how tough is it to guard LeBron one-on-one when he's going downhill, he's getting a head start? I mean, how tough is that, and how can you guys make it difficult for him and for Love in game two, because both of them were able to be effective?
Yeah, obviously he's a great scorer, and when he gets to going downhill, we just have to see bodies. I have to do a better job of being up to touch on and being on the ball, making it tougher. But yeah, he has to see bodies behind me, and we got to do a better job of showing help early and then getting out, spreading out to the shooters, so they don't be a factor in the game. But we'll watch film and try to adjust to it and give him a different look. Obviously, he got comfortable with what we were doing out there on the defensive end, and he had his way. So we got to switch it up and come with a different game plan.
Jay, Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com to your right. You and I have talked quite a bit this year about you being a key portion of when you guys play a small ball lineup. During this game, you guys did that during the second half. It seemed like you found a little bit more rhythm. What did you see that changed for you guys when you did go small that helped you catch a little bit more rhythm?
Yeah, I think we were able to capitalize on how they were defending the pick and roll, especially with Isaiah being a primary ball handler. We was able to make reads and just play it simple, keep it very simple, because we know we can get any shot we want against these guys. It's just about us keeping it simple and getting our reads and making the right play. But we'll take the good from the second half and try to watch film on it and get better and prepare better for game two.
Hey guys, you credited the athleticism of the opposing team, but to what do you credit the amount of time off that they had in their performance tonight? So many nights off, so many days off versus your one day off.
I mean, you gotta give it to them. You gotta tip your hat off to them. They were the better team tonight, and they had more energy than us. And I mean, it was obvious. They had a week or two off, and we just went 7 games. And we can't use that as an excuse, but I mean, they hit us first, and they were the more energized team tonight. So there was a reason for that.
Adam Himmelsbach with Boston Globe. Jay, when LeBron's out there, how do you balance deciding whether to double team and knowing there's so many shooters around him? And do you think he feasts on single coverage if he sees it sometimes?
Well, yeah. I think he does a great job of surveying the defense and being a point guard and getting what he wants. But we have to do a better job of showing our help defense early. Instead of late and being in scramble mode, we got to be early in our spots and show, and then get out to the shooters and not be playing from behind. And it's just all about some little tweaks and minor things that we got to get better at on the defensive end and make it tougher on him. I think we'll do a better job with the game too, but he's a tough scorer when he sees single coverage, obviously, and I think he just got to see help defense, and from there we'll be fine.
Taylor Snow, Celtics.com. Brad was just saying how Jalen's athleticism could play a big impact for you guys in this series. Just what do you think of his impact tonight, and just what are your expectations for him moving forward?
Yeah, he played well tonight. I think when we went small, he was a key factor in being able to switch and play against everybody on their team on the perimeter. So I feel like he will be key moving forward to game two. I think he brings a lot of athleticism to our team, and we're going to use it against these guys.
Brian Robb, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Isaiah, how would you assess what the Cavs did, how they guarded you tonight? Did they do anything to surprise you, or were you just out of rhythm a little bit in the first half?
No, they didn't do anything. They played how they played throughout the season. I just missed shots. Didn't get a rhythm. But next game, I'll definitely be more aggressive to make plays, get in the paint, and make stuff happen. But they didn't do nothing like the Wizards was doing or the Bulls were doing. They kind of played how they normally play.